Hello Aries, it's OMG Tarot, and this is your Who is Secretly Stalking You tarot card reading. What is going on? What is going on? Let's see who this person could be using the astrology reading cards. Actually, quite a few of you have been asking me what deck is the astrology reading cards. It's this one. I'll leave a link. I'll leave a link to all the decks I use in the description, but that's what it is. Astrology reading cards by Allison Chester Lambert, the author. Yeah, maybe I'll even make a video of all the decks I use, or the decks that I have. Alright, so here we go. Here's your first card, Aries. Oh, you got a Sagittarius. This could be their sun, moon, rising. It could even be, you know, they're just giving you that Sagittarius vibe. So the energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. And when I think about Sagittarius, right off the bat I think of the wisdom. I think they're very knowledgeable about the things they care about. Yeah, they're a vast source of information in themselves because they like higher learning. They like to know why. It's very rare that a Sagittarius is going to take a liking to something and then just kind of be about it. They're like all in. They look through the ins and outs of it. But is this the person learning about you? Are they taking the time to be, you know, inquire and learn things and be knowledgeable about you with the stalking? Because you know they know how to do their research. All right, your next card is another fire. We have Leo. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. So there's a little bit of ego involved. So it's almost one of those like, I have to look into you, I have to do research about you because I really, really want you, as opposed to we have this deep connection and we went through these experiences. It's more of like a lustful, like I really want you, I'm really like excited about you, I'm really like, you know, I'm trying, I have like passion behind it. Now, also with the red, you know, we know what it means when people see red. So it could also be the intensity that is pointed in more of a, like, especially if it's egocentric, it can be more of a like aggressive or conflicting type of energy. A little bit like you're doing too much type energy, right? And then finally we have Taurus. We have like a little bit of stubborn energy here. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. So very, very calculated, very like calculated and discreet in the way, like it's almost like hunting. Like if they're super, super interested in you and they're super, super hyped and gassed up about, you know, pursuing you, their approach is still deliberate and slow. And like, I feel like it's going to be in a traditional way as well, because Tauruses are known for being very traditional in the way that they approach. So, and also with the fire energy, I would say that this person, it's like a masculinity thing where they like to do their work. They like to be the one to do the traditional thing where they ask you, they pursue you type of way. So it's not one of those things where you're like, okay, well, I know you like me, so let me come up to you and be like, hey, want to go out on a date? They need that like archetype in this equation. And speaking of the archetype cards, let's have a look at what archetype they're coming up with, or what archetype is coming up through this reading or this situation. So we have a child, a wounded child. Okay, so the light attributes of this person awakens compassion and desires to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Shadow attributes blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So it could be either or. It could be somebody who, you know, because you guys bond, because you've been through something similar, or because they see the wounded child in you and they want to, like, you know, pamper or help you or support, or you know when somebody goes through something you've been through and you're all like, okay, well, let me just be a guide because I've been through it, I know how rough it is, and you know, I want to be there. Maybe that's the connection, or that they are looking into through, like, they see that you've had a similar experience. But on the flip side, they could have like some issues from childhood where they, again, if it's like this shadow self type of vibe, it could be like I blame you for something from the past that I haven't moved on from, and that's why I'm secretly stalking you. Like I can't get over, you have a bad breakup or something, and then they just keep tabs on you to see how you're doing, but they're not moving on themselves. It's kind of like that. All right, so let's have a look at your tarot spread. I'll be using the Raphaelite tarot, which I haven't used in a long time, so we're getting reacquainted here. All right, so let's have a look at your spread at who is secretly stalking you, Aries. All right, your first card is the King of Swords. Okay, see, again, with the aggression here. And then we have the Six of Swords. Okay. So this person, I feel like, that's stalking you is someone that hasn't moved on, or they have some type of unresolved feelings, and there is a little bit of like resentment or conflict or like aggression towards it. They're like not happy. It seems like they're more like conflicted about what's going on the inside. Maybe they're stalking you with passion because they don't, you hate watch someone when you just want to keep tabs on somebody that you don't like. Another Ace of Swords. We have lots of swords going on here. So this is all mental. You may not even have done anything that bad. Then we have who it is? We have the Hermit. Well, this is a different type of like interpretation of the Hermit, but no, well, it kind of looks the same, but it just looks different. So we have the Hermit. That's Virgo energy. This very like solo. I'm hanging up by myself. I'm doing my like. This is like somebody who's like closed off or hasn't been involved in life. They've been observing it more, which is stalker energy, if you ask me in this context. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Working hard. Okay, but do you need to be working hard if you're stalking? I guess that's what they're doing out here, because we know that Virgos and hard work or being workaholics or service people is just a thing that they do. They like work till the break of dawn to be impressive. So when we look at this spread, we go, okay, well, it could also be an air sign because there's all these swords. It could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, and also Virgo, right? And Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus. So any of those signs. But when we look at these first three cards, we think that this person is very like, it's possible that the way that they're thinking is through a very unbecoming thought process. It shows that there isn't as much growth as there could be, and this person hasn't moved on. Six of Swords represents moving on, and this person, like, it almost feels like they're blocked in moving on, or they feel like this is a means to move on by communicating with you or looking you up or seeing what you do. Maybe their belief is that doing better than you is moving on or feeling good about themselves, so they have to keep referring to you. They could also be putting in some action because we do have all this fire energy at the top. But the swords is more of like okay, so especially King of Swords is somebody saying bad things about you, or somebody in an authoritative position trying to like just being very harsh and being very like short with you, or being very like they don't care about how you feel. They just make their decisions, and it's just calculated, and it's just an executive decision type person where they'll I don't care if I like you or hate you, I'm gonna do what I gotta do whether it hurts you or not, like, that type of energy. But I feel like this person is very like, it almost feels like they're in a good position, they're in a superior position, they're in a power position, and they can move on, they could move on, but I feel like the way that they think, they need to have a new way of, they need to like set themselves on a boat and have it move in the direction of new thought. Like they need to think better, essentially, because we have two crowns here, so it's like it's about the way that they think. And I don't know, I want to say it's toxic or whatever, but I think that they're very stubborn, because we have Leo, there's a lot of ego involved in the way that they think. So it's almost like it doesn't matter what you did. Let's say you cheated on them, and they're still butthurt. They're like, cheat on me, I'm gonna try. Like, they make their existence oriented around, well, I'm gonna get a better girlfriend, boyfriend, and I'm gonna upgrade, and then so they always have to check on you, see what you're doing, and so they just keep referring to you. So again, wounded child. I think they're just, this person that's stalking you is just upset about something that happened in the past, and you're connected to it, and they keep tabs on you as a result. So again, one more time, it could be a Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus. It could be any air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or even a Virgo. But either way you look at it, it's like this person is working very hard, but I feel like they're working very hard in a direction that's not as productive as it could be. Eight of Pentacles means they have all the tools. They have all the tools to be doing better, and you're surprised. You may even be surprised that they're still like thinking about you or stalking you at all. But maybe you're just that good. You're just that hard to. You're too hard to forget. All right, so there it is. Let me know in the comments if this resonates. That's your video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.